girl? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexandria and today's video is a well overdue video, okay? I'm giving you guys an updated everyday makeup routine. It's been like forever. I think the last video that I posted was like in 2018 and here we are in 2022 and I still haven't done anything updated yet. So I'm gonna give you guys an updated video. It's a bunch of new products, a bunch of similar same old products because they're bomb. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so first things first, I've already done my eyebrows. I used the Kat Von D 24-hour super brow longwear pomade in the shade Walnuts. And then I used my Becca Cosmetics Ultimate Coverage concealer. It's just like a jar concealer. I like that better for when I like it better for when I do my eyebrows. Like I don't like liquidy like type of concealer to, you know, carve out my brows. I don't like that at all. One thing that I make sure that I've been incorporating into my just overall skincare routine is sunscreen. So for when I'm using makeup, I like to use the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. It's really good under makeup because one, it's like invisible, and two, it has this like silicone almost like blurring effect on it, so it's like kind of double downs as a primer. And that's like another thing, I don't even use primer anymore. It's so crazy. Like I do, but I don't. So when I'm just doing like my everyday makeup and it's like I just want to look natural, yeah, no primer. I already have oily skin, so it's like I'm gonna get that dew no matter what. So yeah, I just sunscreen it out and, you know, that's it. That's the primer. So an update, okay? My life has been chaotic. So much going on. I'm trying to sell my house in California, and that has been like, I wouldn't say like the major thing that's been like kicking my butt, but it's like up there at the top 5. Okay, so this is what the skin is looking like after I put on that sunscreen. I mean, as you can see, I still have some hyperpigmentation all over my skin on both sides, but I'm in the process of trying to even out my skin tone. Besides that, my skin it's not too bad. I think like maybe if I go like a year back, I had blemishes everywhere, and I honestly think it's just because mentally I wasn't in a good space, and then like I wasn't taking care of my body, so it's like I couldn't remove myself of the toxins of like I would normally do. So girl, all that stuff is in the past. Okay, so let's talk about the base. I'm 27 now, and when I go to look at people, I want them to be like, oh dang, she has nice skin, not oh dang, her makeup's popping. And that's just when it comes to like everyday going to work, being in an office, interacting with people face to face. Now if we're talking about something that's going like out at night, that's a whole different story. But when I'm face to face with someone, I want them to be like, wow, she has really nice skin, how pretty, like, you know what I'm saying? So for that product, I use the Merit Beauty Perfecting Complexion Stick in the shade Sepia, I think I'm saying that right. And it looks like this. It's like a super cute, easy travel friendly, like on the go product. And I just really target it on my cheeks because that's like my problem area. And it honestly blends so beautifully and it matches my skin complexion damn near perfectly. And that's only where I put it, right? On my cheeks. And you know what? It's completely buildable, which that's what I like about it. But you don't have to build it because it already naturally gives you that good coverage and it still looks like your skin. So let me get a sponge, or better yet, a brush. I'm gonna use a brush this time to blend it out. I'm using this Japanese foundation brush. I got this at Target like years ago. And look, it just looks so good. Blending out seamlessly. Did you see that? Took no effort. No effort at all. None. I know that lighting like went out really quick, but look. No effort. And it still looks like my skin. Like you can't even tell that I have anything on my face. Let me zoom in for you guys even more. Makeup wear. All you see is skin. I'm telling you. Okay, look. We're gonna blend out this other side. First, I start with like a stippling motion to make sure that I'm building coverage, and then just blend out the edges. Are you seeing this? That's it. It's literally that simple. Come on now, you can't tell me that that just didn't blend into my skin. Can you see that? Woo. Okay, and I just have whatever's left that's on the brush is what I put on my forehead. Put on my forehead, go around my eyes, because I do have dark circles, but you know what? I be staying up late because I be stressed, okay? Like, let's be real. I be stressed. But yeah. Blend this out like that. And then the base looks good. The skin, that's what I want you guys to understand. The skin looks good because makeup, where is it at? I don't know. Like, you don't know because you can't tell me because you don't see it. And if you do, use Lion. Like, come on now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, next, I do put concealer because look at these dark circles. Look at these bags. We need to get those under control. I like, once again, a more natural type of product. And I use the NARS. The NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Amande. Now, this does have like an orangey type of tint to it, and I'm okay with that because the orangeness in it cancels out the blue purpley darkness that I have underneath my eyes. So I'm just gonna grab this little Morphe brush. It came in like a set that I had, so I don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, look at that. So natural. Super, super natural. And then it's like, okay, so she just got some nice skin. Okay, period. But anyway, like I was talking about my life. So selling my house, okay. Selling my house out here in California because it's just really time to close that chapter and move on to bigger and better things. I'm thinking about where I want to live next. And that really is just gonna coincide with like how my life is set up with like a job. Because yeah, I would like to stay out here in California, but California out here is expensive, okay? Because why is gas $7? Why? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I would like to say it's a ripoff, but then I would be stating the obvious. So, I mean, I don't know. But then it's like, you can't beat the vibes that's out here. Like, the weather, always amazing. The people, not so amazing. The experience, the food, always a 10 out of 10. But it's like, I don't know. It's like, I just feel like this is a good place where I would want to visit. It's not a good place where I would say I would necessarily want to live, or I would want my kids to be raised up in if they're not brought up in like a diverse area. Like, I want my kids to see all different types of cultures. I want them to see all different types of people. I want them to know, like, there's more to life than just whatever you see on the TV and how, you know, society says like, oh, well, this is how things are supposed to be. But no, this is not reality. Reality is something completely different. But okay, I think that's it for concealer. Can you see? Yeah, I think this is it. I think this looks good. It covered up what it needed to, you know, for, you know, my everyday. Like, I don't need to look like, boom, full face. I just want to look like, okay, she's fresh faced. Her skin's great. She got some good rest tonight. When Lord knows that I didn't. He knows I didn't. So after I finish my foundation and I finish concealing underneath my eyes and around my nose, I go in with blush. Now, I don't know, blush has kind of been this thing to where it's like, especially like on TikTok and then like other beauty influencers, it's like this crazed, amazed thing where it's like, okay, blush is like the new it. So if you're not wearing blush, it's like, girl, what are you doing? But the crazy thing is, it's like a couple years ago, like blush wasn't like a thing. It was like, ooh, you're wearing blush. And it was like contour is the thing, but now I guess blush is a thing. I still wore blush back then. I'm still gonna wear it now, and I'm still gonna wear it in the future. So I still, same thing, we're keeping the trend, right? Want to be natural. And then blush really is meant for, you know, to have that natural flush look, like, oh, I'm blushing. Oh, I'm flushed, right? Okay, so to use that, I use the Merit Raspberry Beret. And it's like this plum type color. And I just use this little like stippling brush that I go around it, swirl it around just a tad bit. And then I start underneath and then work my way up to the temples right here. And then I like the thing about this is, first of all, it's a cream blush, so it's gonna be so easily blended, right? And then two, it's super buildable. So if I wanted, I could have started to blend that off or apply that onto my skin just like this, you know, or I could use a brush and I can blend it out and it just looks so pretty. Like, can you tell the difference between this side where I apply the blush and this side where it still looks good, but it just, this side just adds that like, okay, I see you. And it's so subtle. Like, I'll zoom in for you. You see how I have that subtle like flush of color onto my skin versus this side? And it has just this luminosity to it, like this luminous glow. It just looks so good. So here, I'll just apply this. This is the blush and this is what it looks like, okay? I'll just apply it right here, just like that. See that? That's me applying it straight on with this little blush. And the crazy thing is, it comes with 0.31 ounces, which is gonna go a lot way because here I just swiped this and I got so much of the product onto my skin. And then I just blend it out. And it just looks so good. It looks so good. Definitely just looks like I have just a natural like flush of color onto my skin. Can you see? Woo! I love it. And at no point does this look like, oh, blush attack. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just looks like, okay, she's blushed today. She's sun-kissed. I also bring the blush against my nose. So I'll just get a little bit, swirl it around right there on my nose. Make everything like blend perfectly together. And then I also take some of the blush up here, right? Because we're just flushed all over our faces naturally, right? Okay, now that we have applied our entire base, we have all of our cream products onto the skin. Now, for me personally, I have to set. And that's just so that everything lasts longer on my skin throughout the day. Okay, so I did a thing. I did a thing that I don't know if it was the right thing to do or whatever, it's makeup, whatever. So I have, when I set my under eyes, I use the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder, whatever, okay, right? But I also mix it with the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey because I like the formula of the One Size powder. And I like the shade of the One Size powder, but it doesn't have that medium in between shade because I have the dark deep, and the translucent honey is still just a hair too light, just a hair too light. So when I mix the two, I get this like beautiful shade that's like my perfect. See that? Not too bright at all. Not too bright at all. And it's not too dark to where it looks like, okay, we're looking a little dark under the eyes still after we brightened it up with some concealer. It's like, girl, what are you doing? And although I didn't like put any products onto my forehead, I still apply powder up there because I have oily skin. So I just do that like that. And look, it just looks so good. It looks so good. Okay. And it was just the tiniest bit of powder. You don't need a lot. One thing that I brought back into my everyday makeup routine, which I feel like when I was in high school, I used all the time. And now that I like more natural looking makeup for every day, this product is like a go-to savior. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Dark Deep. Looks like this, and I apply it to the skin ever so lightly. Just dab, 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 and then like so. Dab, dab, dab. Just apply it. And I'm still leaving this blush like this. I haven't gone across the blush at all. And then I bring it ever so slightly down the neck. First of all, let's pause and like look at my skin. Now I'm having some breakouts on my chest, and that's because it's been hot and I've been sweating. But I'm telling you, exfoliation, moisturizing, and sunscreen will literally change your skin. Not only on your face, but like on your body. So yeah, that's it. A little bit of product, that's it. And boom. Now to set this blush, this like purpley plum berry type of color blush, it really depends on the day because it really depends on the day because I can, you know, make it more pink. I can leave it as is, or I can make it more purple. But for today, I'm just gonna leave it as is because I like this luminosity, this glow on my skin. Right now, I just don't want anything else because I don't need it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just looks good the way it is. So I'm just gonna skip that part. Next, I want to do bronzer because I do bronze, and I do bronze every day because I just think bronzer just looks so good. Looks so good, so sun-kissed. I use two different bronzers. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer in Mahogany. Now, this shade is absolute doo-doo on my skin. Like, and when I say on my skin, I mean on my face. Like, on my jawline, my cheeks, on the hairline. It's horrible. But it's like the perfect shade for when I'm like bringing a color, like making my face monochromatic and bringing in the tones. It's perfect for the nose. So I just grab a little bit and I go along the sides of my nose, the slightest bit. And then I do the same on the other side. And it's like, on camera, I don't think it's picking up how it actually looks in person. Because in person, it looks super natural, but like, it's still snatched, if that makes sense. And I don't apply with a heavy hand. I just go with the flow. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes. For bronzer, I use, right now I'm using the Juvia's Place bronze, whatever. And I just, for every day, I do this bottom shade because I just want to look natural. Like, she's not doing too much. She's not trying too hard, but she still looks super put together. But I can't tell if that's her skin or if like she actually did something. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so like next thing that's been stressing me out. Me and my boyfriend broke up. Like, how dare we break up? Because I completely like planned my entire life thinking I was gonna be with this guy, and it didn't work out. Oh no, I didn't see that coming at all. So that's been like seriously like weighing heavy on me, because he was like my best friend. He was someone that I'm like, okay, I love you and I'm gonna do whatever I can to make sure that, you know, we are still in a good place. And you know, I think he did too. I think he did too. I just think that I don't know. I just think that because we're distant from one another because of my job, that we don't get to see each other every day. And we're both similar to the fact of like, okay, no, I don't need to be up under you, like up your ass every day, but I need to see you, my person, my safe place every single day. I want to lay my head next to you in bed every day. And you know, when you get those normal things that happen in relationships, like arguments and like, oh my gosh, you don't love me, and you know, I'm insecure, it's hard to be there and be like, yeah, well, no, that's not the case, or yeah, well, you know, I'm sorry, and try to do that makeup when it's like you're making up from a distance. You're not in that present to feel and like, you know, just go to that safe place of like, damn, I'm so sorry, I love you and I want to be with you. But when you're distant, it's like, okay, well, I'm sorry, I love you and I want to be with you, but let me go ahead and continue doing whatever I'm doing, you know, individually, because I can't see you until next week or 2 weeks from now or, you know, a month. And it sucks. And I think it really just played a toll in our relationship, because I think we were truly in love and wanting it to work, but for some reason it didn't. For some reason we couldn't last the storm, and it makes me sad, because now here I am at freaking, oh, I didn't tell y'all what I use. So I curl my lashes, and I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I've always been using this mascara for years, so shocker. But yeah, because here I am, 27, right? No kids. Now, no man. Now, here I am trying to figure out my life again. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with restarting. Nothing at all. But it's like you get to that point where you think you have your life planned out. You think you have everything you want. And it just doesn't work out like that. And you're sitting here looking like boo-boo fool because it's like, yo, this is not what I have planned out for myself. So I'm starting from scratch, and you know, I have to figure out what's the next chapter of my life. There's so much that I want to do, and I really just need to pour myself into the things that I want to do. But it's hard when you're broken hearted, you know? Whatever. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so let's get into the face. Still super luminous. Still looks super natural. Now, the last two things, right? A little bit, just a tiny bit of highlighter. Just like the tiniest bit. And of course, I'm gonna go back to my triple OG MAC Gold Deposit. Cause like, girl, like how could you not? I'm just gonna use the blush brush that I used, and I'm just gonna tap ever so slightly and go at the highest points and go up under my brow again, right there. That's it. No more highlighter. At least I don't, because I give it like an hour. I'm just gonna look like, whoa, she like just super glowy. And I like that because that's what my skin looks like naturally. Lastly, you need something on the lips. Like, my lips are fuller than normal, so don't forget, we're here to look natural. We're here to look like skin, look like, you know, she was born like this. She's flawless. She has nothing on her face. Lipstick. Merit Beauty. One thing about Merit that I like, first of all, is the packaging. Look at this lipstick. Do you see it? Super cute. Super cute, super stylish, pops off like this. Same thing with like all their products. Super sleek, super stylish, super like portable. 2, how just everything is so natural. Like, okay, come into this lipstick. This lipstick is in the shade 1990. Are you ready? Girl, did you see? Does this not look like brown babe? And then of course we're not done, because I like to wear a lip liner. That's just me. For a lip liner, I'm gonna use MAC's Chestnut. Yeah, hold on. Chestnut. And I'm just gonna go over that lipstick ever so slightly. You can already see it coming together. And then I blend it. You can't tell me that's a hit. You cannot tell me that's not a hit. You can't. Zoom out. Y'all. she's pretty and she's natural. Like, you can't tell me, you can't convince me otherwise. You see the skin? Because makeup, where is it? Because I don't see it. Super cute. Okay, y'all. Well, this is my completed look. Okay, this is everyday makeup, natural. Like, you look at me and you see skin. You think skin. You think flawless. You think, okay, her skin is popping. She's been drinking water. She's been going to sleep. She's been working out. She's been stress-free. Completely the opposite, but you know what? That's what this is giving, okay? And yeah, you need every single one of these products. I will have everything listed down below. Everything is in the description. Make sure you go check it out. Go buy everything. You will not be disappointed. I promise you. Like, what you was saying? Okay, yes. That concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next video, and, you know, take care. Bye.